Vice President Dr. Bharrat Jagdeo on Friday last accused Vincent Alexander and other listed owners of the International Decade of People of African Descent Assembly, IDPADA-G, of living the good life off of the backs of thousands of taxpayers' money. During his recent press conference, Jagdeo ranted over the planned hosting of a virtual conference which was being held under the title Resisting the Emerging Apartheid State and facilitated by the Coffee 250 Committee, where Alexander and others were slated to be part of. The Vice President sought to highlight that the Ali-led government is not discriminatory towards Afro-Guyanese as is being suggested in the title of the conference. To this end, he singled out the private limited liability company that has been receiving annual subvention from government but has done nothing substantial for the Afro-Guyanese community it claims to represent.
They've received $68 million in 2018, $100 million in 2019, $100 million in 2020, $100 million in 2021, and $100 million in 2022. You find out from this $500 million how much of the money has ever gone to any ordinary Afro-Guyanese.
Jagdeo further alleged that according to the company's financial statement for the year 2020, a sum of $42 million was allotted for the payment of salaries and allowances.
Conference expenses, $4.5 million. Traveling and transportation, $2.8. Advertisement, $2 million. Office material and expenses, $9 million. Building rentals and utility, $5 million. So I can go down because that's it. But let me go to disbursement of grant funds. How much they gave out in grants to Afro-Guyanese? $343,000.
In refuting claims made by the Vice President, Chairman of the International Decade of People of African Descent Assembly, Vincent Alexander, during a press conference on Monday told reporters that the $42 million singled out by the Vice President for the payment of salaries also includes administrative expenses.
As a professional outfit, IDPADA-G has a secretariat and paid staff. Any reference to salaries is to their remuneration. The ratio of their salaries to the overall budget is in the range of the public sector's entities' salaries to current expenditure ratio.
Alexander explained that while the executives of the organization are all volunteers, the company has a total of 20 paid staff at its secretariat. Alexander contends that the company's sole mandate is not to issue grants to Afro-Guyanese.
So any reference to us about grants as if we haven't done our task is misinformation. However, in late 2018, a sum of $10 million, I repeat 10 million, was specifically provided by the Ministry of Finance for grants to the African Guyanese community.
The chairman divulged that 50% of the yearly subvention the company receives goes towards projects in the categories of education and training, disaster response, entrepreneurial facilitation, and youth development, among others. Chief Executive Officer of the company, Olive Sampson, said that the $10 million given to the company in 2018 was disbursed to 10 recipients, including cooperatives. She posited that the $343,000 highlighted by the Vice President as grants issued to Afro-Guyanese in 2020 was the remainder of the $10 million which was put towards several other projects.
A single grant fund of 10 million Guyana dollars was provided by the Ministry of Finance in 2018. Funding was awarded as follows. In 2018, $8,911,254 was disbursed. In 2019, $896,043 were disbursed. And finally, in 2020, the remaining balance was awarded, $343,773, accounting for the entire $10 million award that was given to us in 2018 by the then Ministry of Finance.
The company's executives are also contending that millions of dollars have been spent in the areas of capacity building, tuition assistance, scholarships, and to reopen night schools. Temika Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.